So Rowan, you look at that lineup of Jonathan Tan, Glenn Lim, Adi Azman, and Darren Chua. It's very much the changing of the guard, isn't it? I mean, it used to be the likes of Joe Schooling, Kwa Tseng Wen, all swimming in this event and winning gold for Singapore. Now it's the next generation coming through, and you need to rely on this bunch of young swimmers to take Singapore, hopefully close enough to Vietnam to challenge for the gold medal. Vietnamese Hu Kim Son gets up straight away just to remind the judges that it's a little too noisy. Don't blame the crowd as well. They're all for lane number 2, Cambodia. And Thailand are in lane number 3, represented by Dulyawat Keo Sriong. He's got a personal best of 149.79, a national record which he set in April. Malaysia have got Q Ho Yen, 147.81, his personal best. They're in lane 4. Singapore, of course, with Johnny Tan, 148.70, his personal best set in 2019. Indonesia are in lane number 6, led up by Nicholas Baggio. He's got a personal best of 152.43. And Vietnam, Nguyen Hu Kim Son, personal best of 150.19. Very fast start by Johnny, as we'd expect after the first 50 meters, going into the 100-meter leg, just slightly ahead of Malaysia's Ho Yen at the moment. The Vietnamese and Hu Kim Son's known to be a latecomer and someone who will make a real charge in the final 100 meters. So John has to hang on to this now, using all the energy that he has generated and used throughout these games, where he has been the golden boy so far.
Yes, I mean, it's Adi's first time on the SEA Games relay team, and the first race for him as well in this games. Placing him as a third swimmer is definitely a safe choice, as there wouldn't be as much pressure being the team anchor. Now, but for Darren Chua, he missed out on the last SEA Games due to national service, so it's great to see him back in the team again. He was also the team anchor back in 2019, where Singapore won the gold in this event, so hopefully he can repeat that performance for us.
Absolutely so. Very well spoken indeed, Rohan. And what a swim this is from Glenn as well. Is not just kept up with Yin Chen, but he's eating into the lead right now. Big charge coming on from Nguyen Hui Huang, trying to just eat up the meters and seconds with those two swimmers just in front of him. Another strong finisher, but it's Glenn Lim who might inch Singapore just ever so slightly ahead to give it to Adi Azman for the third leg right now. It is Singapore who will turn first. Adi Azman takes a plunge into the pool, swimming tomorrow in the 400 meters individual medley, but for now, he might have to help the team as they go on strong. And it is up against Malaysia's Arvind Singh. 150.173 is Arvind's personal best time. 150.35 is Ardi's best time. Wang Ki Kwok is in the pool for Vietnam in lane number 7. He's got a personal best of 148.07, and the veteran is wily. He's got all the experience in the world and knows that the race might not just be done just yet. You have to say, Rohan, for someone who is swimming in the relay for a very first time, Ardi's doing splendidly well.
I just hope he can hang on in the second 100. You can see how excited he was in the first lap. His legs were going just almost out of the water. I hope he's controlling his pace well.
Not the best of turns by Darren Chua. You can see that. It didn't really attack the wall that time. Left a little bit while he broke out, but still enough of a lead over Kai Sin, who is struggling to even maintain silver position. In fact, I can tell you that Vietnam have caught up. The Singaporeans are lapping the swimmers from Cambodia in lane 2. Now, Darren has got to hang on right till the very end. The good news is that he's breathing to the right, and when he turns, he'll know that there is a charge coming on from the outside smoke. That is Vietnam. There we go. He's going to see it now from the right, and Vietnam is right back in it. What a swim this is from Ngo Dinh Truyen of Vietnam, slightly ahead of Darren Chua at the moment. Darren's got to hang on. He's got to find an extra gear right now because Vietnam are coming home strong. Super swim. Nguyen Hu Kim Son gave them a lot to do after the first leg, but right now Ngo Dinh Truyen is coming back, and Vietnam will retain their gold medal, which they won in 2021. This is a splendid victory for the Vietnamese. Darren Chua does well enough to hang on to second spot, and Malaysia will have to take and settle for bronze. What a swim that was, Rohan, from Vietnam's final leg swimmer.
I mean, we saw his final turn, the way he held his underwater. You knew that he was switching gears right there and then. And when he came up in front of Darren Chua, you knew that he was going to bring it home for Vietnam.
What a swim that was. And it's a new name on the block as well. Ngo Dinh Truyen. Magnificent swim. And we saw this coming from a couple of years ago, back in 2017-19, when Singapore was still winning in this event, that Vietnam were just giving birth and unearthing this bunch of middle distance and long distance swimmers to take Southeast Asia by storm, and they did so just in time when they hosted the games, and right now they are in peak condition. And who knows, at the Asian Games in this event, I know that you have those big nations ahead of them, but a medal might just be possible for these Vietnamese.
Yes, but you have to also consider that it's a pretty young team and a pretty new team as well for this 4x200 meters. We couldn't always rely on Joseph Schooling and Kwan Sung Win, so it's great that we give this exposure to the new bunch of swimmers coming up right now.
Yeah, the likes of Artie, of course, racing in his very first games. And Glenn Lim looks very good for these games as well, because he took on that second leg against Malaysia's Lim Yin Chuan and actually took the lead back from the Malaysians halfway through, and Singapore were ahead after that swim by Glenn. It's already dipped below 149 this year, and that swim looked as if it was another sub 149 time for Glenn. And Darren back in racing mode again, which is very nice to see. 2019 SEA Games champion just couldn't hang on, gassed out in the end, having gone out very quickly, trying to stave off the challenge of the Malaysians. Didn't see the outside smoke, which was Vietnam. And I do beg your pardon, it was Nguyen Huy Quang who came back in that final leg, and not Dinh Nguyen. Well, the stadium announcers were saying it was Dinh Nguyen as the final leg swimmer. You should have suspected it is their golden boy, Nguyen Huy Quang, who has taken it home for them. So confirmation that Vietnam win, almost by 3 seconds over Singapore.